Sorry about that. The phone cut off. Again, this is all retention purposes and it's off the fucking head. So this gonna have to be part two. This is my little chapter analysis of the book The Origins of an Islamic State. So I had to upload the other video up on YouTube because I didn't have enough room to do a second recording. So I had to upload that video first and then erase it off of this phone so I could do the second part. But all of this is off the top. Anyway, like I said, where I left off at is when the Kendall people got attacked. This was at nighttime. And so when they got attacked, a lot of people had got slaughtered and killed, and they were taken captive. The thing is, like, as far as the Banu people, you had 4 prominent individuals that were a part of this group that got attacked. And 4 of these guys were sons of Mukarib. I don't know too much about Mukarib. I looked it up and didn't come across anything about that name specifically. But as far as the Banu tribe, I'm familiar with them because they were a part of the Hawazin tribe. So they came up in one of the prior chapters as far as the conquest of Taif. They came up, but they wasn't really specifically mentioned. It was really the Banu people that were mentioned. But like when I looked up their names anyway, as far as the Hawazin people, the Banu and the Banu people, although they were 2 of 5 main tribes of the Hawazin people, or companion tribes. They were the 2 that had independence. But anyway, these 4 people that got killed, they were a part of the Banu tribe. So after these people, also they had a sister that got killed as well. I forget her name. It starts with an A. But yeah. Anyway, so the rest of the people got taken captive. The very next morning, as they were marching through, that's when Al-Ash-Ath-Ibn-Kais, the guy that had a conversation with Ziyad ibn Labid prior to this, he had witnessed these people being taken captive and marched. And as far as like the civilians that witnessed it, they were kind of like saddened by it. So Al-Ash-Ath-Ibn-Kais felt some type of way about this. So he gathered a group of men, more so of the Kendall tribe, but there were companions as well. So I'm pretty sure some people that were from the Banu tribe, as well as the Banu Wali'ah tribe as well, because they were some of the people that got killed also. So he gathered a whole group of people, and he basically marched toward Ziyad ibn Labid, and they fought against the Muslims and they defeated them. So after they had got defeated, that's when Ziyad ibn Labid had wrote a letter for help. So Abu Bakr sent al-Muhajir to assist him to fight against these people, and that's what they did, and they eventually defeated them. And then Al-Ash-Ath-Ibn-Kais ran off. Him and his man, they ran off to a fortress called An-Nujair. So the fortress got raided, and I think like at least 70 of his men got away, but he himself ended up getting captured. And then they sent him to Medina, and then he spoke with Abu Bakr. Now this is kind of weird as far as the story, but basically they had a conversation and they came to an agreement. And Abu Bakr had let him go or whatnot, but he had him marry his sister as a part of the agreement. But also he had to pay 400 dirhams to free the captives, and he had borrowed that money from a merchant in Medina or whatever. Now once he got set free, this is a decision that Caliph Abu Bakr, according to this chapter, had regretted. It was like 3 things that he regretted, but one of his regrets was that he wished he had executed that guy there on the spot. So even though they don't say too much after the fact, I guess later on he probably rebelled again. So that's what they say about him. Now as far as An-Nujair, when they got raided, Abu Bakr had sent somebody else as well to help out Al-Muhajir and Ziyad ibn Labid. This guy's name was Ikramah. But by the time he got to those people, they say like the fortress and Nujair is already kind of like in ruins. So it was a wrap for them pretty much. Now that's it. That's all the chapter really talks about. Now, like as far as the last part, they mentioned another guy named Yaull ibn-Munyah. So it was another rebellion that happened in a place called Kalin. I don't know where Kalin is at, and I looked it up and nothing came up. But a rebellion happened there. But to summarize it all, pretty much, because that's what they did, he basically repelled the rebellion there. And then supposedly he was... Well, see, this is the part that I get kind of confused about, because Al-Muhajir, according to the chapter in Yemen, he had jurisdiction over Sana'a. But as far as like the last sentences of this particular hadith concerning Yaull ibn-Munyah, either Al-Muhajir was given jurisdiction over Sana'a and as well as its surrounding districts, which were kind of like bordering the areas that Yazid ibn Labid had control over, or that guy Yaull ibn Munyah was given Sana'a. And if that's the case, then I guess it's just like a new addition. In other words, like that's a happening following the death of Muhammad. Because like I say, some of this, like as far as Ziyad ibn Labid, you know, everything that they mentioned about him is pretty much after Muhammad died. So again, this is the Rashidun period. It's fresh, so I had to go over some of that other information. So that's it. That's pretty much the chapter. I don't think I'm forgetting anything else. Again, this is off the top. Retention purposes, I'm trying to make sure I got everything covered as far as what they mentioned.